There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The guard pair. It's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Vucevic. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Well, for both teams, it's game 1 of the NBA Cup. A chance to start strong in this group stage.
Remember, the group stage is just 4 games, so every game is huge. I expect both teams to come out with a little extra effort. It just means more than your average regular season contest.
Now here's Embiid. Yep, that one goes.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
Right the pass to Tatum. Left side, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Really tough to win in this league when your starters get into foul trouble like that. I thought it was the difference.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball. And he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Now Brown. Paul George missing from long range. Vucevic a screen on Maxey. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Embiid. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Brown outside. Vucevic the pass to Tatum. Outside, White. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 3. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
Tatum good for at least 1 highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. on the 76ers with some changes. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Kelly Oubre. Here's George. 9 points last game. Outside Edwards. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. They could use a bucket. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Tatum against Maxey. And the dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum doesn't get distracted easily, even when you get physical with him.
Pritchard against Maxey. Outside, George. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Ball. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that's vintage Paul George right there. He kept his composure, and he completed the play.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Edgecombe. And Trendon Watford subbed in for Maxey. And the Celtics also making a change. Brown's checked in.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pritchard finds Brown. Over Edwards. Brown, no good.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jaylen Brown out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Keita in at the center, locking down the middle.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Pass to Keita. And this is game 1 of the group play stage of the NBA Cup. Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups are randomly selected in the drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
Now here is Martin. To the paint, here's Watford, and slam dunk by Watford.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
have rhythm. Show us no move. Keep it going.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bojamp's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Garza's checked in. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard, covered by Watford. A shot by Pritchard, no good. 76ers trailing. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
Well, the former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Here's Shireman after the Sixers pick up two. Brown jams it in.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. For Philadelphia, they've got a nice 3 of 3 to start the seventh. Here's Watford. He's covered by Pritchard. Now here's Embiid. Shot clock at 6. No dice from the high post. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Brown outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said, JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys, back over to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And the Celtics with possession here. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Brown, good.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
All right, coming out, it's your Sixers, Dan King.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Tatum against George. Shoots the three. Here's Bona. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Well, the defense challenged it just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
And White kicks to Tatum. There's the pick. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Pass to Bona. From deep, Maxey. Rebound, Boston. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, you can't take anything for granted. I think that was a harsh reminder of it. Hard-fought battle all the way.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The 76ers again can't hit it. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Hey, the crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Joel, the reserves have been awesome so far. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've gotten stops, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
Helps to have backup. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Fellas, what are the games you're most looking forward to?
I always want to see the best players in the league scrapping the claw, like when it was me against Hakeem or MJ or Tim Duncan or Yao Ming or Alonzo Mourning.
Or Kenny Smith.
How can I forget about you, Kenny? I always did enjoy putting the smack down on you and your team.
Okay, that's enough. I tell you what, I'm most looking forward to the end of this segment. And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
I'm impressed with the effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Ernie.
Yeah, that's been their big advantage thus far. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Well, this is the level of performance we've come to expect. What a half from him.
Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. To the middle. Rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way. Brown outside. White setting the pick for Brown. Shoots it up. And the jumper is on the mark. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Embiid with the screen on Tatum. Short. The rebound by the Celtics. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Hey fans, bring your attention to center court for your Sixers ENT. Make some noise, everybody. On the court, your Sixers ENT. Let me hear you make some noise.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th on the list, Jason Tatum.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Maxey against White. High post, Embiid. That one misses. Great D that time from Vucevic. House with a pass to Tatum. There's the triple. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Maxey finds Oubre. Maxey with the screen on Brown. And Embiid in the corner. Over Tatum. Embiid, no good. Boston leading by 3. Tatum passes to Hauser. And here's Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Embiid. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Maxey deciding where to go with it. 76ers need to get off a shot. Oubre for 3. Drops in the tray. Oubre's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. A minute 42 left to play here in the 3rd. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Shireman. Here's Cada. Richard with the ball. No scoring in this one. Clock is at 3. Boston again missing. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Now Pritchard. There's the screen. Pass to Cada. Now here's Tatum. For the 3. Great D that time from Edwards. Watford passes to Maxey. The shot from 20 feet away. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Watford. Pass to Maxey. From past the arc. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight to stop the run. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Jaylen Brown. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3. Terry outside. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 4. Gonzalez passes to Brown. And Brown throws it down.
I mean, what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Pass to Watford. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. The big man Embiid converts inside.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now Brown. Terry covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
checked in for the 76ers. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. First and foremost, he wants to see more points on the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And the first one at the line is good.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
And Brown drops them both. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside, Maxey pass to Edwards. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Tatum on the wing. At the elbow, it's Brown. Over Maxey. Brown, good.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Watford passes to Embiid. Oh, muscling it home, Embiid.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Throws it down. What an assist!
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. The Celtics making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
George fires. The three is off.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Paul George with the steal. Now Embiid. And he banks the layup in.
The moment is never too big for Embiid. He wanted the ball on that possession, and he delivered.
George against Tatum. Here's Brown. And they double up Brown. Tatum. And did the three.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Now Embiid. Pocket 6.
Well, with his ability to stretch the floor and his size, I'm not sure how you even guard him.
First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Yeah, and you talk about presence in this league. That's something Joel Embiid certainly has. As soon as he steps on the court, you have to adjust everything you're doing to account for him.
And the second of two is good. That puts them up by 5.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hand.
Tatum can't get it. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey against White. Embiid. Vucevic pulls it down. Celtics trail by 5. Right side Tatum. Hauser with the ball. He's against Oubre. Now White. And he does not hit. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. He takes it in, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's White. Tatum outside. Lets loose a three. A three-pointer. Good.
No stranger to the big moment. What a play there from Tatum.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, they need a quick bucket and a foul.
Tatum. Tatum sticks the three on the tee.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for Warriors.
Find the lane. Find the lane. Let's
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
At the line for Philadelphia, Edge taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
We don't say this often about rookies like V.J. Edgecombe, but he is known for his defense. Plays with incredible passion. V.J. has such a bright future.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
White outside. Here's Vucevic. Tatum outside. Brown outside. White outside. Takes the three. The three goes down.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for two, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game.
Big time. Forces them now into a three-point attempt.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game. So they're off to a strong start.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Joel Embiid.